was
You're
have to do something like we did in the year. Basically, what they told us, so he's got to get stuff done. That's all.
Ready?
Yeah.
Call the Fairmount Town Council meeting to order for February the 23rd, 2026. If you would join us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Roll call.
Armstrong, present. Karen Pullen, Cooper,
Present.
Ken Pullen,
Present.
Treon.
Present. All right. Do we have any purchase orders for tonight?
We do not.
All right. Review the claims and order warrants drawn on the same.
A motion to review claims warrants drawn on the same.
A second.
All right. We have a motion made by Angie, seconded by Greg to order warrants drawn on all the claims. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
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 Opposed, the same. All right. Review the minutes from the regular meeting on February the 9th, 2026.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from February 29th, 2026.
I'll second.
All right. Motion made by Ken, seconded by Greg to approve the minutes from the February 9th, 2026 meeting. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries. All right. Comments from citizens. Start with Jamie Moore. Good evening.
I won't take too much of your time here. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Jamie Moore. I'm candidate for Grant Superior Court 1 judge for the May primary. Some of you on the council here know me. I've been in law enforcement for 25 years today. 25 years ago, I started at the Grant County Sheriff's Department as a deputy sheriff, and I did 12 and a half years there working on the road at first, and then I moved to detectives. While I was in detectives, I went to law school and got my law license, and for the last 12 and a half years, I've been a deputy prosecutor here in Grant County. These experiences have allowed me to see our justice system from many different perspectives and see how things work. I know the work you guys do here in the community helps this community, but it also helps everybody around here. So it's important for us to get out in the community and acknowledge what you guys do here. And I do want to thank you for the work you do here as a council. If elected, my goal is simple: to bring public safety, local government, and the courts all together, make sure they're all connected. The court system plays an important role in safe neighborhoods, responsible accountability, and the opportunities for people to get back on the right path. A fair and just court and someone who has the experience in those areas will help to that end. I have a little time tonight, as you might know, I have another engagement at 7 o'clock, but I will be around for a little bit if anybody has any questions for me. I'd now ask if you have any questions for me.
Yeah. Wish you the best
Yes.
of luck, Jamie.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for showing up here.
Thank you. All right. Andrew Held from Main Street, Fairmount.
Oh, I need copies. Yeah.
President of Main Street Fairmount. And over the past year, our organization has, along with you all, secured a legalization plan through Okra. We raised over $22,000 of private investment at a fundraising dinner and built active partnerships with Ball State and Taylor University. So we are building momentum. And so tonight I'm asking the council to, again, take steps towards what could be. So we are requesting the town council move to enter into a memorandum of understanding, as you have before you, with Ball State's Urban Planning Department to conduct a comprehensive plan for the town of Fairmount. Comprehensive plan typically can cost $50,000 or more when procured through Okra's standard process. Ball State's urban planning program offers the same caliber of professional work as an academic partnership with graduate students led by faculty for a sum of $5,000 that is owed at the end of the completed plan. That can be a $45,000 savings to the town while producing a plan that meets professional standards and positions Fairmount for future grant eligibility, specifically for a $2 million grant, of which a comprehensive plan is a requirement. Comprehensive plan can give the whole town a shared roadmap, land use, infrastructure, economic development, housing. It makes Fairmount more competitive for state and federal funding. It signals to investors, businesses, and residents that this community has a plan. And our downtown revitalization plan covers the commercial district. This covers everything. So we have a willing partner in Ball State, a proven track record of delivering on our commitments, and an opportunity to get $50,000 worth of planning for $5,000. So we're asking for your approval to consider and potentially move forward with this. Main Street Fairmount is ready to move. I'm looking towards fall of 2026 and we're curious to see if we can collaborate on this plan as well.
And they need
Questions or
a
comments?
commitment from us, correct?
Within the next month,
Okay.
this spring, so that they can put their ducks in a row
And they bill at the end.
Yep. with the deliverables to come.
Last year, if you remember, we contributed $3,000 to a mural that never happened.
Sure.
So if we could use, can we use that 3,000? Is that a possibility?
I do know that our design committee that is a part of the Main Street organization has putting pieces in motion, wants to be able to move forward on that.
So that's just a different building. Is that what we're talking about?
No. The 3,000 towards,
No, we talked about doing that mural on the side of the main and one.
but the plan is still to move
Oh,
forward
okay.
with
Well,
that.
I
Yeah.
apologize. I thought that was,
Sure.
I was that
Yeah,
no. from
I'm glad you
donors.
clarified.
Okay. Scratch that idea.
So it is going to still continue to do, they're going to do it.
That is the intent.
Okay.
Yep, to move forward with that.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
With Andrew and I had talked about this a week or so ago. And the thing was, we've got a lot going on right now with projects and money going out and not a whole lot coming in. And I asked if we could wait until our next draw, which would be what, June.
Usually
And he
end of
checked
May,
with them,
first
and that's
June.
why this can be billed at the end of it, which would probably be fall of next year or this year, correct?
Yeah, so they would do the fall semester of 26 and deliver by December of 26.
And this is something I think that we do need as a town,
Mhm.
because I know this is a question that's asked on some grants and, what do you have for comprehensive
Mhm.
plans and everything else. So, and he is right. I mean, that's a heck of a price to do this. So,
Mhm.
When we were discussing this initially with Ball State, I know Mr. Poland was a part of that conversation, as well as then Mr. Caudell from the county. And then we also asked Mr. Shelton to step into it, just to have some insight from the staff and wastewater. And along with the Ball State representatives, there was a lot of interest in what could be coming out of this. So curiosity.
yeah, it would be very interesting.
Mhm.
So, yeah, if you guys want to.
Okay,
Make a
go
motion,
ahead
go.
and motion the $5,000.
I'll second.
All right. So we got a motion made by Angie, seconded by Ken to approve the $5,000 cost to Ball State to do a comprehensive plan for the city of Fairmount. All those in favor, signal by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
All right.
Get the ball rolling.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for all
I
your
have a non-draft version. If you want me to leave that with
Yeah.
Kelly, so you all can.
Yes, we actually need to make a few corrections so that it is a legal thing. So
I'll follow up with you.
not gonna work. Tomorrow morning, is tomorrow good for you or Wednesday? Pick a day.
I'll give you.
I'm here all week.
I'll get a hold of you.
Okay.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Do we have anything else, comments from citizens?
Very briefly, good evening. My name is Josh Howell. I'm the sitting judge in Marion City Court, and I've known Mr. Persinger here basically almost since I came to Grant County about 30 years ago. I don't recognize any of the rest of you, except for Mr. Moore and his wife. So that means you haven't been in Marion misbehaving yourself here anytime recently. I like Jamie. I'm a candidate for Grant County Superior Court #1. I live in Marion. I was corporation counsel for the city for half a dozen years. So I'm sort of very familiar with what's going on there. But I've been going around to all of the other political subdivisions here in the county, listing, just trying to get an idea, get my ear to the ground on what's going on, out in your neck of the woods. I'm sorry to say, or not sorry, maybe I've saved the best for last. This is the most welcoming of the council chambers I've been in so far. And I only have 1 or 2 more to go before I'll be done here. But I just wanted to stop in, say hello. I'll be here when you're done if anyone has any questions for me. Thank you.
Thank you
Mr.
for
Howell.
coming tonight.
Wish you best of luck. All right. I didn't know he was running. So moving right along, I think we're up to me and the presidency. As far as the president's side, not a whole lot. Thought spring was here last week, but surprised it's not. With that said, remember to get your golf carts registered. I assume the stickers are in, ready to go, Chief. Thank you. So spring is coming, so remember people can get out and about. So be careful out and about on your golf carts, kids playing. Other than that, that's all I have. So we'll move on to streets and parks. Mr. Hamilton.
Good evening, Kyle
Okay.
Hamilton, Fairmount Streets and Parks Department. Purdue Road School's coming up March 17th and 18th. I would ask you all for permission for all 3 of us to attend that. That would require dinner, fuel, and an overnight stay. Lunch will be provided by LTAP. That is, LTAP is who hosts the school. The overnight stay at the Airbnb is $305.47, which is cheaper than getting 2 rooms or 3 rooms if had to. It's a very knowledgeable school. We always, every year, bring a lot back from it. We only get better and better with it every year. There's also vendors on site, engineer vendors, vehicle vendors, all kinds of vendors to network with. So it's definitely a good thing. So I just asked for permission that we can attend that March 17th and 18th.
I'll go ahead and motion the street department and Scotty to go ahead and attend the Purdue Road School March 17th and 18th.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Angie, seconded by Greg for the street department to attend the road school at Purdue, March 17th to the 18th. The Airbnb, $305. All those in favor, signal saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Next line of business is the First Street Bridge. Grant County Highway and county engineers came over last week to look at the bridge again. The engineer firm that the county uses is going to provide them with some different options. That's where we're at right now. They definitely nothing will happen in 2026. With that being said, I'll mention again that week it could be open for light vehicle traffic. Of course, no trash trucks.
No steel plate. They didn't think that was a good idea.
Grant 2026. The bids were due today. We received 3 bids. And I guess we open those now, maybe.
Okay, our Brooks Construction. Their bid total is $465,931. I gotta make notes too, hang on. Thank you. Our second is DC Construction Services out of Pendleton. And their bid total is $545,298.96. Thank you. Our third is E&B Paving out of Kokomo. And their total is $431,054.89.
And I would request we table those for tomorrow's special meeting
Okay.
so that I can have time to review them, that make sure all the specs are
Yeah.
correct for the work we need done.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And tomorrow at 6 o'clock, same time, right?
Yes, that's fine with me.
So anybody that wants to attend that, same place, same time tomorrow night,
What meeting is it? It's a
special meeting.
special
Thank
meeting.
you.
And then with that, me and Kyle's still in talks, because I believe we do have to be under contract by March 1st. So we only have a few days with a 28-day month.
Make a decision on
After, tomorrow the award will be bid, or the bid will be awarded, sorry. And then me and Kyle will work out the details on getting a contract done, which he's aware and is already starting on it.
Okay.
And that's all I have, unless anybody has any questions or concerns.
Would you guys like copies of this to review as well? Before he takes
I'm
them
not
with
gonna
him?
pretend I know what I'm looking at.
Well, yeah, I mean, he knows what he
He
needs
knows
done.
what he's
so-
looking at.
Just
You
check
tell us a dollar amount.
You're welcome. Please don't lose
He
them.
knows what we need to do.
Thank you all. I appreciate your time.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you for all your hard work.
Speaking of dollar, Chief Dollar, please.
Good evening. I'm going to hand you guys a few policies that we do the first of the year. We got 3 of them here. Don't need a vote tonight. We'll have you guys look at them. And then next meeting, if there's nothing, then I would entertain a motion next meeting to adopt these into our operating procedures.
Okay.
The first one is going to be taser policy update. Here for her too.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I guess you can take it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
The next one is the less lethal shotgun update. And the last one is the law enforcement updated the defensive tactics program again. So
Thank
it's another update for that.
Thank you, sir.
Like I said, feel free to give me a call if you got any questions with any of the 3. We already have a policy on all 3. We're just updating and refining a few of them. Taser had some updates. We're in the process still with our hiring process. We interviewed 2 today. We're going to interview 1 more tomorrow. We're testing Friday at 8 in the morning, 3 of them. And then we'll close out, I believe, the process this Friday also. But we're just trying to get ahead. So if we get more applicants and they go through the background, we're still probably interviewing if we get some. But we're just trying to get ahead of the ball game. Had a pretty good turnout so far. So
Is that for the full-time and part-time?
the full-time, yeah, full-time.
Full-time.
And the last thing I have a car quote. We got a quote from Tesla. I spoke with Kelly. The quote for the vehicle is $50,630. There'll be a $500 rebate, returning rebate. What I was told by Jordan, the guy we worked with last year. And then the light package is through Passive Security Solutions for $12,443.99. And that is for a complete outfit of the car along with updating the radar. The only thing that's not listed in that is the computer. We're still waiting on Dell to get back with us, which I estimate to be about $3,000. They come in about $25,000 to $3,000. I believe Panasonic's $3,000. We do have their quote, but we're waiting on Dell. We budgeted $65,000 last year for a new car purchase. So I believe the savings, what we've done with the first one, has been online with what was presented last year as far as maintenance and everything we went through. It's been, so far, the program's been pretty good. So I'd entertain any questions that you guys have.
Is it quite a bit cheaper buying electric?
I believe so. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I think we've saved just this month. You can look, we can compare it on the app and it'll give you real time data. We were around $140 in savings, I believe, in January. I can show you after. I don't have the numbers with me, but as far as when we're paying about 19 cents a kilowatt, which a full charge would be around $7 to $8, depending on where we're at. Obviously, if it's 30%, 40%, it all varies relative to a full tank of gas.
How much per kilowatt?
I believe it's 19 cents
19 cents.
is the average. I don't know if that's exactly what we're paying. That's just the data we're using. I could probably get with Kelly and get down exactly what we're paying for the town. But
Is this going to be the same one as we have now?
yep, long range battery. The warranty's still the same, 8-year, 120,000 mile on the battery, a 5-year. I can tell you. Repair and placement, 4-year, 50,000. And then the battery is 8 years, 120,000 miles.
How long do you plan on keeping the one we got now?
We go with our cars typically we're anywhere from about 5 to 6 years. So the battery's not a non-factor. Wasn't when we did the last one. Given we'll see how successful. I mean, as they age in life, if we're not running into maintenance issues with them, for us to go from a 5-year to 6 or 7 year on our vehicles, I don't think it's a
Why
bad
not?
thing,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And our cost is Chevy is still around 58,000, 59,000 for their EV, and that's really my two options. The reason I bring the Chevy tonight, I know is about 10,000 more, 8,000 more dollars, and it has less miles and a lesser warranty than Tesla. They don't cover the battery as long. So again, I think so far for us, I've driven it. I kind of stay on Jeremy about it, you know, how we feel about it. And, you know, our cold times we knew was going to be some issues. We've still operated it. And we know if it gets super cold, we pre-charge it to 100% beforehand. And that seems to have been helping. And then throughout the rest of the year, it's recommended to run at 80% down to 30%. You kind of keep it in that happy range. And that stretches the batteries out.
Is it full charge lasting him a full 12-hour shift?
If we get a full charge, we can get down. Depends.
Yeah.
Depends on call volume. We come in here, you know, you're probably in here once or twice a shift. You plug it in outside. I've noticed if I had it down to 65%, 66, and I come in here for 30, 45 minutes doing something, I was normally back up around 78%, 75% within that 45 minutes. I mean, I'd probably get maybe 10% an hour. Ish, that's an estimate, but so yeah, it's not been.
He hasn't ran into any issues running out juice or anything like that.
No.
Who's
Nope.
going to?
Our biggest issue, we lost the charger here. So we did have to cut him, which I was able to get on the app and look exactly how much he spent at his house. So we did back pay him for charging it at his house. Just because our charger, but they warranted it, come out, put it in. We had to pay for the install, but as far as the charger itself, we sent it back. Tesla took care
You
of
want to
it.
get additional chargers or?
Yes, this quote. I should back up. That is also with the same charger. Is
Oh.
involved in that
Oh,
$50,000.
okay.
So I will have to pay
Electrician.
an electrician to probably install it, and then if we get one for the house, you're looking at about $400 more for the house. I believe it's $450. But when they come and install it, the last company we used just went ahead and put us. It's the same day here and then there. At whichever house we put it at.
Oh, you haven't decided who's going.
Not yet.
No, okay. That was my question.
So,
That's pretty neat. Wow.
Yeah,
It's
I'm glad it's
amazing.
working out.
I know.
and I think, you know, with 2, you're going to start seeing it compound as far as the savings to the taxpayer. I think that was the goal all along, is to go to 4. I think once you get 2 and 3, you're really going to see you're just doubling and tripling what we're already saving. So at some point you really start, I think, saving quite a bit as far as our fuel oil change, all the mechanical stuff that we deal with our gasoline vehicles. It lacks that. We don't have those issues any longer. So, which has been an interesting thing. We've yet to have any mechanical issues minus a flat tire with the car. We cracked a rim and hit a hole. We don't know where. It was on the inside of the rim. Had to replace that. That's really been our one and only issue with the car. And that's
pretty good.
Mhm.
Up to you guys what you want to do.
Go ahead and motion to, for the Fairmount Police Department to go ahead and purchase, Traverse for the amount of 50,630. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yes.
Do I need to go ahead and say for the light package too?
You can throw it in there, yeah, that's fine.
Light package, forgive me if I said this, 12,043.99.
12,443.99.
400, okay. And then the computer estimated a round figure of 3,000.
I'll second.
Motion made by Angie, second by Ken for the police department purchase. Is it a
Yes.
2026 Tesla? And for the dollar amount, Tesla is $50,630. The light package was $12,443.99, and estimated computer cost of $3,000. All those in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carries.
That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief. Anybody here from fire? Blaine?
Blaine Muirden, Fairmount Fire, the team out of town for the week. So I don't have much. We're up to 94 runs in the year. And then just a reminder, I'm breakfasting April 25th from 7 to 10 a.m. And then our new truck is still in assembly. Our pump panel is complete on the building project. They're working on the body now. And still don't have a deadline on when it's going to be done, but it's still in the process of being built. So
Sweet.
hopefully in the next few months, we'll have a new truck getting in the barn.
What was the hours on that breakfast again?
7 to 10,
7 to 10.
When is
on
it?
the 25th of April.
Yeah.
April.
April 25th, Saturday.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you, Blaine.
You got anything?
Nope, we're good.
Yep.
Water and wastewater, Bud Shelton.
Bud Shelton, water and wastewater. I don't know what you want to talk about first, but
That sounds expensive.
we got some muddy streets down Cottonwood and
Yes,
Mill
we do.
Street, and probably will continue for the remainder of the year. They have submitted a redesign for the pit that they're going to put in now, or the vault they're going to put in out the wastewater. I think I told you about that before, but that's continuing to go on. They're supposed to submit another proposal. The first one was turned down because of lack of information. So as soon as they submit that information, they're going to send it to an independent, I guess, vault guy. I don't remember the name of the company, but then they'll look at it, make sure it's structurally sound, and determine whether we're able to install it or not. And that looks like if it happens tomorrow, which I don't know when it'll happen, but if it happens tomorrow, we're about a month out from seeing a vault on site. So we're a month out from construction. They've got all their the wells, the dewatering wells dug all along Cottonwood, Mill Street, and on out by the creek all the way down south towards the ponds. So I don't anticipate maybe by Friday having that decision of what they're going to resubmit. So what else I got on that? Everything else, the dewatering wells are sunk to the right level. They look like up to this point that they weren't saturated in water, and they're able to pump them out with just a little bit of work or a little bit of power to them. That's about all I got on that. So mostly the guys been catching up on some sewer work. We had a couple water leaks. Everything's kind of thawed out, and I think everybody's made it through winter pretty well. I mean, we've had the one incident down east of town, but other than that being rectified, that's about it. You guys got anything you want to ask about, or?
The dewatering wells, I've been asked about that, what it is. They're just removing the groundwater, so when they get ready to start digging and boring and all that stuff, it's just the water's gone. Is that the way to explain it, or?
That is a good way to explain it. If you dig a hole and you leave water in it, and water's coming into the ditch from either subsurface or the bottom of your ditch or the side of your ditch. It adds I guess you cave in, or you could undermine the ditch, like it would be saturated so much that it wouldn't have any structure to it. And then when you put a piece of pipe that heavy on it, the ground could displace, and then you would have kind of a wavy pipe being put in. That's one thing that this pipe's going to be good for a couple hundred years. Yeah, so I want them to take their time and make sure it's dewatered. They go down below the bottom of the surface where the pipe will be, and they'll dewater approximately 7 feet below that, and make sure that everything's dry.
Okay.
So,
Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Building maintenance, anything?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Financial report.
Actually, that will come with new business.
Okay. Karen's not here for area plan. And no committees. All right. Well, let's just go to new business.
In your packets, you have the SRF distribution, number 20. And this is for Atlas Excavating. Eric, would you mind holding this so I can see it? The amount of the distribution total is $480,194. We just need approvals for those so I can get them back to Commonwealth. Sorry.
I'll go ahead and motion the $480,194 for the SRF number 20.
I'll second.
Motion made by Angie, seconded by Greg to approve the SRF payment number 20 for Atlas for $480,194. All those in favor, simply say an aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same.
Thank you.
That's done. Anything else?
No.
Oh, I thought,
No,
I thought we did for a long laundry list of stuff.
No, that's it for that one. Round
All
2.
Okay, we got Tyler Koffel from Banker Tilly discussing the BT Plus program, which is in our packets.
I have printer issues today, so I got 3 of these printed out. So
Which one do you have?
So my name's Tyler Koffel, work with Baker Tilly. If you'll remember, I helped with the sewer bond issuance last year. And as I was thinking at the end of the year last year, who are some towns where we could maybe help more? We've got a lot of recurring clients, and you guys weren't one of them, and wanted to reach out to kind of gauge interest and talk through something else that we could provide. So what I'm proposing is called our BT Plus service line. Essentially, it's an a la carte service where you're picking from a list of services that we provide, and we provide them annually, and we basically give you a monthly cost that you'd pay over a 12-month period to pay for all of our services. So it leads to easier budgeting for the town, and you know exactly what you're getting every month of every year. So within this offering, there's a few different assistance type of things. So if Kelly were to have questions on the annual financial report or her budget, we've got some very small allowances in there for that. But the 2 major things that are in this agreement are what we call a townwide economic analysis. That's the first report that I handed you. It's the thicker report. There's a lot of information contained in this, and I've only kind of given you some excerpts of it. Normally they're a lot longer than this. And this is separate from what you guys talked about earlier. This is focused on the financial side of things.
That's the full.
Yeah, so it's yours would not be 80 pages. That's just what we send around as our example. But essentially what this is it's a 3-year look back and a 5-year look forward of all of your civil and utility funds financially. With the uncertainties surrounding SEA 1, not knowing what your property tax and local income tax impacts are going to be, There's a lot of questions around how much money are we going to lose? How can we replace it? That's what this report kind of aims to provide you answers to. So if you'll go to page 10 in that report, that is our general fund cash flow. So yours would look something similar. I'll let you guys get there first.
Which pack are we talking about here?
The townwide, yep, that one. Page 10.
Okay, there it is.
So this would be your general fund cash flow. It's looking at your property taxes that you've received and that you will receive going forward. It subtracts out any expected SCA 1 impacts. It adds your local income taxes all to your general fund and kind of lists out your budgets and capital plans from there. It's a super high level overview, but that just kind of gives you an idea. And this is kind of a perfect time for this conversation to happen at the end of the night, because there were a lot of requests made tonight for employees and cars and things like that. And a lot of places we see plan by the year. When you're doing your budget for the next year, you're looking 1 year in advance. And that's the cycle that a lot of places get caught up in, especially financially. So what this does, it gives you a roadmap for the next 5 years. The biggest piece of this plan is the capital improvement plan, which is on page A1. I think it should be close to the next page. Not the next page, but maybe shortly after that. So what we'd do is we'd compile a list of capital with your department heads, with your clerk treasurers, and compile a list of everything that those employees can see being needed over the next 5 years for their departments. From there, we'd kind of look to see what you could fund. I think that's the main question: is how do we've got all these asks. How do we fund those capital improvements? There's different cost buckets to pull these improvements from, and that's what this report kind of aims to do. Sometimes we're forced to think outside of the box from where to pay things for, because one fund can't afford it in a certain year, so we have to shift it. And that kind of gives you guys an idea of where things are going and gives you a plan for how many police cars are we going to purchase in 2026, 2027, 2028, kind of gives you an idea of where that's coming from. I think it provides some transparency for everybody. So this report would also go to department heads so they can use the budgets that we propose, so they can look at the capital plans and update them as we go. It's not just a one-time document, it's a living document that we want to make sure is updated and working for you guys. The other thing that we look at a lot of times is with SCA 1 revenue impacts, you don't know how much money you're going to lose. We're trying to find different revenue replacement items. So we've seen beverage and liquor taxes. We've seen increases in payment in lieu of taxes. We've seen other ideas that other places are utilizing and analyzing in our reports to kind of fund that gap that SCA 1 is bringing on. And then I think the next thing I want to talk through is on page S1. Sorry, these pages are jumping around. Like I said, I just included excerpts for you, so it wasn't. So this is essentially the same thing for you for our utility. We're doing the same exact thing for each of your utilities, putting together a 5-year plan where you're going. I think the page that I gave you is actually the fund balance schedule. So that page would be looking at, are your fund balances meeting your required reserves? But then the next page is the cash flows. So again, this can also serve as a rate study every year. That's kind of how we treat it. So you don't have to get a rate study every 3 to 5 years. This is looking at your financials, your future for your utilities each year. Allows you to kind of plan for rate study or plan for rate increases a little bit better, knowing them 3 to 5 years in advance. Any questions on that?
A lot of numbers.
It's a lot of numbers. Try to simplify it as much as possible with graphs and things like that. So,
The $1 million question is, what's the service cost us?
Yep. So this would be $3,000 a month, and you could allocate that between your civil funds and your utility funds. So we often say like a third, or
Yeah.
something like that, where you're paying $1,000 a month from each cost bucket or from each fund.
And how much are rate studies per
Rate
utility?
studies are normally around 12 to 15 right now. That's what we're at. So you're getting our pricing for the utility piece of this is like $7,500. The other report that we have in our agreement is the semi-annual council report. I gave you an example of that as well. Those are twice a year snapshots looking at fund balance trends along with revenue and appropriation trends and comparing those to budgets. So what we do is give you a snapshot in July for the first 6 months, and then also in January for the last 6 months. Kind of monitoring fund balance trends, looking at how close you're coming to your budgets, things like that. This is kind of a supplementary piece, I'll say. I think the primary piece that we push is the town-wide economic analysis, but this is a good piece for transparency. I think it's an easy way to. Kelly obviously gives you monthly financial reports, but this kind of puts it all together into a graphical format. So
This is done quarterly. correct?
this would be semi-annual.
Semi-annual.
Yeah.
Kyle?
I just talked to Kelly not too long ago about a 5-year plan crisis
Mhm.
intervention for.
Yep.
The street plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it'd be useful for us
Mhm.
to see that.
A lot of the times what we're looking at with those plans is Okra,
Mhm.
or CCMG, I should say, CCMG grants. It's what's your maximum and how much can you afford on a year-to-year basis? Sometimes you can afford more, sometimes it's not as much. So it's giving you here's your budget, see if you can keep it within that. And that's talking with department heads. We're getting costs from them. So requires a good amount of input up front from your department heads and clerk, but after that, it's kind of a plan that we work with you guys on.
So if you came in and did a water rate study and a sewage rate study for us, we're looking at $30,000+ a year.
Yeah.
Versus this is 36,000, and we get all the other stuff with it.
And not to put too fine a point on it, our terms are only 4 years.
Yes.
So if we have something like this,
Yes.
anybody else that's incoming, it's going to make that job a whole lot easier for them to understand where we've been, what the plan was, so that they're not coming in completely blind.
Mhm.
And for new department heads, things like that, it kind
Yeah.
of helps them out too in the long run.
Yeah.
Give us a little more financial stability for the
Mhm.
town.
Whoever the new administration or department heads may have different ideas,
Absolutely.
but at least they have an idea of where things were heading
Yes.
prior to them
Right.
taking office. So
Can we table this till the March 9th meeting and let everybody look over it? Is that
That's fine.
okay?
Does that work?
that's fine.
That work with you guys?
Mhm.
Yes.
I can also email you those full packets as well if you want me to.
Okay.
That's actually, I think I sent you
Did you
guys
send
the
me?
Yeah,
whole.
you
You
did.
did.
Yeah, we've already got them.
If you have questions, just feel free to let me know.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Tyler.
you.
Appreciate it. Do you have anything else under new business? We already did the community crossing bid openings.
That's it.
Anything else under old? No, I don't have anything else under new. Anybody else anything with new? Anything under old? I guess taking German.
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Got a second? Maybe adjourned by Angie, second by Greg. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
What do you think? Oh, anyway.
Did you say it, Greg? Did you?
I was gonna bring up updating our whole door-to-door solicitation. We need to do that.
I asked Andrew to
Gotta have the other problem.
Just talk about this.
Okay. Hello, sir. Uh-huh.
You're not going to.
What do you want to do?
I was just making sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how